Hello friends, today I'm making a farmer's hand cream. My husband has terrible cracked hands, especially in the wintertime, so I'm making a cream to try to help him with that today. This is from Amy Fuell's book, A Homesteader's Herbal Companion, and it's called the Farmer's Hand Cream. So what I'm doing first is measuring my butters by weight, and so I'm adding the shea butter, and some people try to grate it. I find that it's easiest just to cut off little pieces, especially the shea butter, because it's kind of greasy. I do the same thing. The cocoa butter is a little hard. It's probably better to grate it, but today I just cut little chunks off of it until I reach the recommended weight for the recipe. I think all of these recipes were measured in ounces, so I use a kitchen scale. That's the best way to make sure that you're accurate when you're making recipes like this. So I'm just shaving it off of the block. It's just the quickest and easiest way to do it. The first butter was shea butter. This is cocoa butter, as you can see. Next, I'll be adding my beeswax. I use a pelletized beeswax. It's just a pure white organic beeswax, and these are already in pellets, make it really simple to add to your recipe. And so I'm going to add all of this together, and then I will add my liquid oils. I already have infused these oils with chamomile and calendula. I did this with the warm method, so I did it in the oven. It's just faster. You can infuse them naturally over time. I just choose not to do that. It doesn't hurt the oils because you're using a very low heat, so it doesn't degrade the quality of the herbs. And it's just faster. Gives you your oils right away. So what I'm going to do here is use a double boiler to melt all my waxes and melt all of my oils and the wax and the butters together. I recommend go ahead and preheating your water. I did not do this, and it took me forever to get everything melted together, as you can see. It's a long process if you don't preheat your water. So just stirring that up, and you don't have to stir it constantly. It's a pretty gentle heat. I just come back and stir it every once in a while, every few minutes, and check on it, see how it's melting. And it is finally starting to melt here. And that's the consistency we're looking for. We just want everything just melted. So now I'm going to remove it from the heat, and then we can add our essential oils. I'm going to add just a little bit of vitamin E oil. This is not actually in the recipe, but this vitamin E oil has a lot of skin revitalizing properties, so I'm just adding just a little bit to give it just an extra oomph for healing those dry, cracked winter hands. So we're going to add some peppermint oil. I will post this recipe in the description or in the caption. Or you can find it in Amy's book. I'm also adding helichrysum oil, essential oil. And then lastly, we'll be adding lavender oil. Yes, that's my kid rollerblading in the house. And I'm just going to stir these up, and then I'm going to leave everything to solidify. And I have to check out this scope for him. I can't really remember why we had to do that. This smell is just lovely on this cream. It really is a nice mix. Okay, so you know how when you're new at something, you sometimes forget a step? Well, when you're new to making videos, sometimes you forget to turn the camera back on, and that's what I did today. So once my butters and my oils had hardened that I had melted in here, they're not like hard, but they're solid again. So I took my mixer and I just whipped it. So it's just a handheld mixer, and I just put one paddle on because I don't need both of them in that small jar. And it literally, it just takes a minute. I started at a slow speed, and then I bring it up to high speed, and it just whips it all up real nicely. And this is what I ended up with. Just a real nice creamy lotion, and it smells amazing. I've already put it on. It's just a little bit greasy, but I made this for my husband to use at night. He gets really bad cracks on his thumb and all his fingers, but especially his thumbs, and it's worse in the winter, but he gets them all year long. So I made this. It's called the Farmer's Hand Cream. It's an Amy Fuels The Homesteader's Herbal Companion. It's a fantastic book. I have really liked all her recipes in here. I highly recommend it to you. The only thing that I did a little bit different is I added just a little bit of vitamin E oil because I didn't want to change the texture of the lotion because I really like this. And so I didn't want to make it too greasy, too soft. So I just added a couple of squirt bottles full, little droppers full. And you saw me do that in the video. So it has more skin regenerative properties. It had several different kinds of oil, vitamin E oils in it. And so this is what I ended up with. I'm really happy with it. I'll try to get back on and let you know, maybe on Instagram or something, how it's working for him. I'm really hoping. I'm gonna give it to him. I'm gonna give it some to my dad because he has the same issue. They're both in construction. They've both been in farming. My husband's still in farming. So we're gonna try it out and just see how it works. If we need to make some adjustments, we'll go from here. But I'm really looking forward to seeing the results of it. So he'll put it on at night, and so the greasiness won't bother him as much. And really, like, I put it on a few minutes ago and it's already soaked in, so I'm really not worried about that too much. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you'll give it a try.